Rangers, and welcome to Ranger Ruby YouTube channel. Today in this video, I'll be giving you guys a tour of my National Park passport. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. As you guys may or may not know, I have not one but two National Park passports. So in this video, I'll be going over my Explorer Edition binder passport and not my miniature other passport that I use. Okay, now so let's dive on into this National Park passport. It has a zipper, and when you open it up, you see this. Now this is the strap that is given to help you carry it around on your shoulder. I just generally keep it inside the binder because it can get in the way when storing it. But as you can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rings and many tabs and papers and pages to go through on the right side. And on the left, you'll see it comes with this pen. It says Passport to Your National Parks Explorer Edition. And it just twists, and it's nice to have a writing utensil in your passport, because this is where, when I go to national parks, I keep my Junior Ranger book, and every time I see something or an activity that I need to complete, I have the Junior Ranger book tucked away in the back pocket. Next, you just have this other pouch you see here, this zip-up pouch which I can store other things in, as well as this ID card pouch which I put my Web Rangers ID inside. So here we can see that there is some intro stuff that is in even the littler passport that I showed earlier. And then of course, this is the stuff that I love. There is the maps. This has the geographical regions that the National Park Passport uses to divide up the United States. So Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Alaska are in the Pacific Northwest region, and so on and so forth. Then we come to the first region, and this is national stamp cancellations. So if we go back to our map, that means any parks that you visit in Washington, D.C. The next we have here in this tab, we have North Atlantic region. And this is probably where I visited the most national parks. There's a little checklist, a fold-out map that is zoomed in on the region, as well as a little summary of each of the national parks in the area. Then here is the place where you can put all your stamps and cancellations. As you can see, I've got quite a few inside, and on the next page as well. After that is the Mid-Atlantic region. I do not have any stamps in this binder as of yet. In my other one I do, but again, there's the zoomed up map, a little summary of each national park, as well as, I didn't mention this earlier, the website and the phone number of the park. And then an area for stamps and cancellations. Actually, I lied. I do have a few cancellations in here. These are from Jamestown Colonial National Historic Park and a national trail that we went on. So then you come here to the National Capital Region again, and this is every place in Washington, D.C. So there is an expanded map of Washington, D.C., and a little summary of each of the parks inside the area. I do not have any stamps from here. Next is the Southeast region. Again, checklist, blown up map, and I do have some stamps from here. But before we get to that, we have the summaries of each of the parks. Now it's time for the stamps. I've got one here from Congaree National Park. Next is the Midwest region, bright orange, checklist, blown up map, as well as a little summary of each of the parks and an area for stamps. Next is the Southeast region, checklist, blown up map, summaries, and stamps. You can see there's a pattern coming here, can't you? Next is the Rocky Mountain region, and it has all the same stuff that we have previously mentioned before. The Western, nice bright green, checklist, blown up map, and summaries, as well as a place to get your stamps and cancellations. Then here we have the Pacific Northwest and Alaska region, and there's that as well. Now, I didn't show this earlier, but on the back of each of these, there's an area for additional stamps, notes, or journaling. As is mentioned, you might not be able to see that. Here is other information, and again, another blank area. And then that sort of ends it. Now this is also in the miniature version, but it doesn't quite have this big of a pouch. It is a fold-out map of the National Park Service. This is really useful when you want to find parks by state or just want to look at all the parks. You can see there's a huge amount and it spans all over the United States. It is very cool to see, and I highly suggest checking it out when you have your passport. As you can see, this national park binder passport is meant for exploring national parks, and I clearly have many more to go, but I would highly suggest this for anybody who's interested in the passports and wants to really dive headfirst into the National Park Service. Well, everybody, that's the end in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and comment down below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to click that red subscribe button and the little bell next to it to always know when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I shall see you in another video. Bye!